Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Noah Shaw or Fordsixfo, and as a lot of y'all might know, I've owned a couple Anylevel trucks, but I just sold my last 2022 F450 Platinum, and I kind of regret it. So today we're going to be making a big trip over to Orlando, Florida. Going to fly out there, pick up a new Anylevel that I'm super excited for. It's been one I've been wanting for a long time. It's the perfect truck. So let's go ahead and get on the road over to Houston and fly out to Orlando. Also, another reason I want to get another Anylevel truck is because it just does great for promoting the lot out here and my dealership, Prime Motor Co., where we buy, sell, and trade all vehicles. If y'all want to shop our inventory, you can check it out on www.primemoco.com. We've got over 20 plus diesel trucks for sale now out here on the lot. And if y'all haven't seen, I just got everything chip sealed on the other side. So our parking space has doubled now, and we've got a nice area to load this place up with some fresh inventory. We've got a big variety of inventory ranging anywhere from Fords, Rams to GMCs and much more. We take everything in on trade, so come check us out. We also offer financing and extended warranties. Let's go ahead and get on the road to Houston now and knock out some of this trip. We've got a 4-hour drive over to Houston, Texas. I'm gonna spend the night there, and then in the morning, we're gonna fly out to Orlando, Florida, and it's gonna be an 18-hour drive home. Luckily, I'm with my friend right now, and we're making the first part of the road trip, and she's gonna knock that out. And then I'm gonna drive the 19 hours all the way back in the Anylevel.
You're not gonna let me drive?
No.
Why?
I see how you drive your car, and just say, I wanna make it all the way back home safe. So we're gonna cruise along and update y'all once we make our first stop. We're just making our first stop at Buc-ee's here in Lulling, and we're gonna fill this thing up. This thing takes diesel, right? Huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna top off her tank for her, get her right so we can keep it on the road. Psych. And I swear my new favorite thing is Apple Pay. Top off the tank, and that should make us all the way over to Houston. We got 2 hours left of driving, and then tomorrow in the morning we will fly out, get there around noon, and then start our trip. Hopefully everything on the truck checks out and it's as good as it looks in all these pictures that I've been sent. And if so, we're gonna pick up that thing really quick and take it home. And right now we're rolling in the Bronco Wild Track. You know, I was just gonna get like one snack or one drink, and she's like, no, we need a basket.
Buc-ee's, it's banana pudding.
Okay, okay.
Some bugs, root beer.
So she got this little basket here. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a water for the ride.
I told you we were gonna need a basket.
My buddy Drew let me borrow his new Osmo 3 to record this video on with the DJI mic. So let me know how y'all like the audio and the quality of this video. I think it's gonna be a whole lot better. And I like this thing so much that I'm about to order one for myself right now. And we got it all topped off. And this thing is a lot cheaper to drive than a truck, that's for sure. Only 20 gallons for 50 bucks. But time to get back on the road. We are now only 20 minutes away from arriving in Houston for the night. We got stuck in a little bit of traffic, so made the trip about an hour longer than we expected. But we're almost there. I'm super excited to fly out to Orlando tomorrow. We'll probably stop at Destin on the way home to split up the drive a little bit, and then Houston. And then I'll have the truck back in Bandera to make some cool videos with at the dealership. Got the rolling black fridge. And we just stopped for some tacos to wrap up the day. It is currently 6 a.m. in the morning, and we're gonna go ahead and hop in an Uber and get headed over to the Houston airport and start off the day. And our Uber has arrived. It is currently 7:20. Our plane boards at 8 o'clock. We just got to the airport, so we're gonna go through check-in, and hopefully it goes real fast and we can hop on the plane and get headed over to Orlando, Florida. And before we hop on the flight, we're gonna grab some breakfast. Best way to start off the morning is with some chicken minis before we hop on the flight. All right, we just finished eating and we're about to go board the flight, and for some reason this flight was only $51. I bet you can't guess what airline it was on. And I spent an extra $20 and I got row 7. So we're about to go head over to the gate and hop on the plane. But drop a comment down below what airline you think we're flying on today. And you may be asking why I booked this flight, but it was actually the only flight available for today. When I see a good deal on a truck and find something I want, I go out and fly out the next day to get the deal done. So you know I had to bring the Anylevel hoodie for this trip. And you probably guessed it, but we're going on Spirit Airlines. We are good to go and loading on the flight. A little over 2 hours of flight time, and he's gonna meet us there with the truck. So let's go ahead and get this flight knocked out. All right, our flight has arrived in Orlando, Florida, and we're about to get headed over to ground transportation. He's gonna meet us in the Anylevel and pull up. So we're gonna go check it out. We survived on our flight. I don't know how it was only $70, but I'm gonna take it. It's the same thing as a regular commercial flight. I didn't really think much was different besides the seats kind of sucked. Other than that, $70 flight, can't complain. And now we wait for him to arrive outside. Also, the guy selling me this truck has been super easy to work with. He made this process a breeze, and he even got the entire truck detailed for me professionally inside and outside. So big thank you to John for that. And we're gonna wait a couple minutes and he's gonna arrive, perfect timing, to pick us up and check out the Anylevel. We're kind of lost. We went from floor 3 to floor 1, and now we're going to floor 2, but I think this is the spot. We'll find the truck. Here we go. Level 2. Oh my gosh, I see it. Yo, let's go. Check that thing out. Here it is. All right, guys. Here's my brand new 2022 F450 King Ranch on the Anylevel lift and 30s. Let's go ahead, hop in, take it down the road, and get this deal done. That's awesome. Yo, what's up, man? How are you? Oh, it looks so good, dude. I'm excited. All right, we are sitting inside my new Anylevel truck, and man, is this thing just so sweet. I'm super excited to finally have an Anylevel dually. I've never had a dually before like this. This is just a one-of-a-kind built truck. All the stuff that's done to it that I'm gonna show y'all and give y'all a full walk around here in a little bit is just phenomenal. Right now, we're gonna make a drive over to Destin, Florida, which is on the way home. It is a 6-hour drive to get there, so we're gonna go ahead and knock out this road trip. During the flight, I was super tired, but now I'm kind of hyped up. We just got done with John, and he made this process super easy. I got him all paid, and we're about to hit the road and see how this thing drives, because it is absolutely huge. This thing is super wide. The front has 2-inch spacers and the rear has 5 inches of spacers, which I'm probably going to take some of that out because it's just a little bit too much. And they even pulled up in a pink caddy. That thing is pretty sweet. But big thanks to them for making this just super easy, and let's go ahead and hop on the road. All right, guys, we've been driving the truck for about an hour now down the highway, and I gotta say I'm very impressed with how good this thing drives, especially with how wide and how big this truck is. But it is the Anylevel lift, and I gotta say I've always been impressed with all the now 4 that I've owned, and every time I sell one I always want another one. So here we are again, back where we started, and we're 10 minutes away from stopping for a nice late lunch, and then we'll get back on the road, and we have about 4.5 hours to Destin. We're gonna find a good hotel, hopefully make it before the sunset, go to the beach and kind of just relax. I used to do all these trips and just never stop except for the gas station and just haul through all the way. I used to drive from Texas to South Carolina all the time, but now I'm gonna try and make it a little bit more enjoyable. We're gonna split it up into 3 different parts of travel per day. So today we're gonna make it to Destin and hopefully have a good time. And then tomorrow in the morning, hop back on the road and drive some more. 19 hours total. It's gonna be a long drive. Hopefully nothing happens, knock on wood. We don't have no wood in here. So far, I'm very impressed, and I'm really happy with this purchase. There's only a couple little things that I want to change on the truck once I get it back home. Overall, I think it's going to make a really cool addition to all the day in the life videos that I do on my other social media platforms. If y'all are enjoying the video so far, drop a like and comment down below. Other than that, we're going to stop for lunch and get back on the road. And a little chicken and dumplings for lunch. All right, guys, here's my new 2022 F450 King Ranch on an Anylevel lift kit and 30x16 wheels and tires. Here's the truck basically dropped all the way down. It has flog front and rear replacement bumpers with 4 LED pods, completely paint matched grille, headlights, side badges, and all the things paint matched on 30x16 max forged wheels with floaters, spike lug nuts, 42x16.5 by 30 Fury mud tires. And I love how all the suspension is chrome plated underneath, all the springs and the overlays. This thing just looks so crazy, dropped all the way down. The front has 2-inch spacers, and on the rear, I believe it has 2 inches on the inside and 3 inches in between the 2 wheels and tires, which I'm probably gonna take some of that out because it's kind of extreme. Look how much the tire sticks out of this truck. We're probably gonna get pulled over for no mud flaps a couple times on the way home. It's also got the flog bumper on the rear with the spike covers for the bolts, LED backup reverse pods, Morimoto black taillights. We got the huge Gen Y drop hitch that's also chrome plated. And then the Anylevel system is in the bed in the toolbox. I'm gonna get all these stickers torn off once we get home also. But man, I love how this truck looks. I'm so excited to get it home and do a couple little different things on it. And inside the interior, it's got that nice King Ranch leather. And it's in just perfect condition, not a single scratch on the inside at all. It's even actually got the plastic still on the little plaque for the King Ranch. Then you got your Switch Pro system right here, of course, to control all the lift kit. And this truck only has 8,300 miles on it, which is super low for a 2022. Got your panoramic sunroof, your auxiliary switches, and I got 20% windshield tint and then ceramic tint on all these sides as well. And of course, when you need diesel, there's someone always blocking the pump. And finally, we can pull up and fill up. Big old jump down. And luckily, the tank is pretty big. It holds about 48 gallons because the fuel mileage is not the greatest with these huge tires. It gets about 10 to 11 miles per gallon. But I'm gonna get it all topped off and then continue on the road. And got the truck topped off. We can get back on the road and knock out the rest of the trip over to Destin, Florida. I can't tell you how many times we've had people recording the truck while we've been driving down the road right now. These guys just stopped and rolled down their windows next to us and told us to drop down the Anylevel. So as we should, we dropped it down. We showed them how it worked and they were just laughing. It was super awesome. At least the 20th time we've got people recording the truck because this thing is just crazy. But to be honest, this drive has not been bad at all, and the scenery over here in Florida and on the way is just super pretty. So it's kind of been a fun way to get away from the dealership and away from work while kind of still working because we're promoting the dealership and getting a new truck to make all the videos get a ton more views. So I'd say it's a win-win, a trip for work and vacation. All right guys, we just stopped on the side of the road to get a couple pictures before we finish the rest of this 2-hour road trip up, and man, this thing just looks way too good. I'm so happy with this purchase and I can't wait to do a lot with this thing. So guys, stay tuned. Let me know if you have any suggestions of what you want to see done to this truck. I know there's already basically everything you could do to it, but definitely gonna get those stickers off, put some Prime Motorco stickers on there, and it's already even got rock lights. Everything's lit up underneath and it just looks awesome. Also, I want to hear what y'all think we should name the truck down below in the comments. And if you are enjoying the video so far, drop a like and subscribe for more videos. I want to start doing some more YouTube videos for y'all, full length, days in the life and everything. So let me know. Got finished doing some videos of this truck and man, this thing just looks way too good. Go ahead and knock out the last 2 hours of driving today for the trip. It's currently 7:30 at night. We are 30 minutes away from Destin, Florida. I already got the hotel and everything booked. We're gonna stop and get a nice dinner before we get to the hotel. Hopefully get some good seafood or something I can't get back at home. And then I'll show you all the truck when we get to the restaurant, all lit up at nighttime because it's already got some awesome rock lights underneath it that make it look like a spaceship rolling down the road. And check out the rock lights lighting up underneath the truck. It probably looks so cool rolling down the highway. And we are only 2 minutes away from grabbing some food. Super hungry. And we just made it to Destin, Florida. We're gonna go ahead, get some seafood at Surf Hut, and then head to the hotel and call it a night. We got 9 hours of driving to do tomorrow. And check out how good this thing looks parked outside at night. This thing has a ton of rock lights on it. I think it has actually over 20 lights with 36 LEDs in every single rock light. So it is lit up very nicely, and it's so nice to have all the rock lights already installed so I don't have to do it because I am sick and tired of installing rock lights. I've installed way too many on trucks before. But let's go ahead and go inside and grab some food. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. I'm so hungry and it looks so good.
So hungry.
And the dinner spot was right on the beach, so we're gonna go check it out. Because Destin has one of the best beaches in my opinion. I'd say that is definitely one of the best ways to wrap up a day. Super relaxing. So much better now that I split up the trip and we'll have time to sleep and knock out the trip tomorrow. And headed to the hotel to call it a night. And we have made it to the hotel for the night, so we're gonna get some sleep and then grab some breakfast in the morning and then head back out. We got 9 hours to Houston, and then the next day I will drive another 4.5 hours to Bandera. We'll be back at Prime Motorco and ready to go back to work. Look how good this thing looks. This truck is an absolute rig, so we're gonna double park it so no one messes with it. It is currently 6:30 in the morning, and before we take off for the day, we're gonna go head outside, go walk down to the beach, check out the sunrise, and then get on the road. Before we go on a walk, I'm gonna go drop off my bags in my truck, and hopefully overnight nothing happened to it outside a hotel parking lot, because that is always pretty sketchy, but we'll see. And there she is, and from afar she looks good, and up close she looks even better. Luckily nothing happened last night. Now today I could finish off my drive, 9 hours to Houston, and then the rest the following day. We're gonna go ahead, load our bags up, and then go to the beach before the sun rises. And after walking like for about 3 minutes now, we probably should have drove, but good way to start the morning, nice walk. We're almost there. I can start to hear the ocean waves. And we made it, found a walkway to get right onto the beach. I typically don't like beaches and sand, but Destin, Florida just has a special place in my heart because this is one of the best beaches in the world. The sand is just so soft and feels so good. I wish we could almost stay a couple more days, but I gotta get back to Old Bandera. But wow, this is so pretty, and we came at the perfect time. The sun's just about to rise, so hopefully get a good sunrise. And we got here about 30 minutes early because the sun is barely starting to rise. Well, we've waited a little bit over an hour now, and it seems that it's just a pretty overcast day, so it's gonna take a while. So we're gonna go head down the road, get some more pictures of the truck, and hopefully the sun rises, but if not, it's gonna have to be another trip to Destin sometime. Back to the truck we go. We're having a quick coffee to start off the morning. We just made it back to the truck. We're gonna go find a cool spot to take some more pictures, then hop on the road and get this trip started for another long day of driving. Of course, this truck has no floor mats, so we're gonna get sand everywhere, but that's okay. We just got some awesome pictures at this huge marina, and now we get to cross over this extremely large bridge. And you can see the sun still has not rose because it is extremely cloudy outside today and kind of nasty out, but definitely feels a lot better than hot Texas, so I'm not gonna complain. So luckily we didn't wait because we would have been waiting forever for the sun to rise. For today, we've got 580 miles on the road. It'll take about 8.5 hours. It says we'll be there around 4:40, but I'm thinking a little bit after 5 or so stay tuned. We're gonna grab a quick drink and breakfast at the drive-thru at McDonald's. We barely fit, but we're gonna make it work. We are literally so tall compared to the window. Look at this, all the way down there. And before we get back on the road, we're gonna stop and fill up and eat our food. That way we got a full tank, and you just can't go wrong with the sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle. $105 later, and we're ready to go on the road. And I even found some Cajun boiled peanuts. Finally, we've made our way outside of the Florida state line and made our way into the Alabama state line with 500 miles left on the trip. We're passing over another massive bridge in Mobile, Alabama, almost to Mississippi. And we're about to go through a tunnel. And we are now passing from Alabama into Mississippi. We've got 6 hours left to go to Houston. Just made a quick stop at a rest area, and the security officer here was just walking around the entire truck checking it out. Just right outside the rest area, there's a cool little scenic view spot, so I'm gonna stretch my legs for the rest of the 6 hours of driving. And back to more driving we go. And we got some energy drinks. Thank you. And now we're just passing into Louisiana. Got 5 hours and 20 more minutes to go. And we're about to fill up the truck one more time to make it all the way to Houston, so I don't have to stop once I get closer to Houston, because it's probably gonna be a little bit of traffic over there. And we had a guy over here giving us some thumbs up. I swear, everywhere you take this truck, it's just nothing but people looking and good reactions, and people love it. We are just passing over the Mississippi River. Huge bridge. One of my favorite parts of the drive. Just can't imagine how this thing was even built.
Stay in the left too.
We've got 4 more hours on the drive. Gotta get some boudin. Oh yeah, can't stop in Louisiana without getting some boudin. I'm so excited. I haven't had boudin in forever. I got some crawfish once. So, just like I remembered. Absolutely delicious. If you're ever passing through Louisiana, make sure you definitely get some boudin. We're now passing over the Lake Charles Bridge, and we are 2 hours away from stopping at Houston for the night. And finally, we are passing into Texas, a step closer to home, and I only have an hour and a half left of driving today. Only 18 minutes away right now, but it is pouring down. But luckily, we're gonna be done with the driving for today in just a little bit. Update, we have finally made it to Houston for the night, and I'm so excited to be done driving for the day and to be able to split it up till tomorrow. So I'm gonna take a shower, get some food, and call it a night. And of course, after driving through all that rain, the truck is gonna be filthy. Once I get home, I'm gonna have to get it all washed off. And I finally got some razor blades so I can remove all these decals. Once I get back home, I already got some chrome Prime Motorco stickers being made, so I can throw those on. And all these stickers are finally off the truck, so I can put the Prime Motorco and Fordsixfo stickers. And we got 4 hours of driving to get back to Prime Motorco in Bandera. So not much left to go, and I split it up into 3 days, so it's not a bad drive at all. And I'm happy that we're finally gonna be home. And we got 2.5 hours left of driving. Gonna fill up for the last time on the entire trip, and that'll get us all the way home. And back on the road we go. Gonna grab a quick lunch while we continue on the road, some Popeyes. We're taking this thing to the drive-thru. Barely squeezing through here. The drive-thru. There we go. Bag secured. And 1 more hour left until we are at the dealership. We're currently passing through San Antonio, Texas, so I feel a lot closer to home. Boom, and just like that, I'm finally back to the dealership in Bandera, Texas. What a long drive. I am so happy to be back here and home finally. And while we were gone, the guys were getting some deals done. We got some trucks getting sold. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Picking up this new 2022 F450 Anylevel. If y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Comment, let me know what you think about the new truck. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more videos coming soon. But other than that, I'll see y'all next time.